Hi Grandma T. Okay, we're gonna try some different exercises today. So I'm starting here. This is a resting exercise, not a doing exercise. I'm taking a tennis ball, actually sticking it in the middle of my glute. Kind of close to your sits bones, but it shouldn't be on the underside, anywhere where you go to the bathroom. So I'm sitting here, and just for 30 seconds, we will stay here and you just rest. The whole idea here is that after your body adjusts to the position you're in, then there's this micro melting of the muscles. Stop holding your posture so well and just kind of melt around that tennis ball. And this is a resting exercise for helping our pelvic floor. If we hold so much tension in our glutes or in our hips, and that can just create some constriction there. So there's our 30 seconds. Actually, I think I pushed 35. I'm gonna move that to the other side. And a tennis ball is soft enough that it doesn't hurt like a hard ball. Like if you used a golf ball or something, there's just no give there. A tennis ball can give into your weight just a little bit, so it's not just jamming into your muscles. So if you don't have a tennis ball when you're watching this, you can just skip this part in the video. Okay, there we go. Take that out and just kind of sit for a minute and just notice, is there any extra space around your glutes? Does it feel a little lighter? That is just to help us to learn to not hold those muscles so tightly. Okay, we're gonna do standing pelvic tilts. So this one would be on our backs on the ground. So we're gonna try this standing. So you can see my pelvis is, so you can see that rocking and rocking through my lower back. So we're just working, inhale and then exhale. It's almost as though there's a string that we're trying to roll that up, roll our glutes down under us. We're not trying to exaggerate it, just staying that alignment. So let's do 2 sets of 10 here. So inhale, lets that out like a little duck rear end, and then pulling that in at the navel and again up from the bottom, like you're trying to stop the P. So inhale, exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So exhale, exhale, exhale. Trying to count at the same time and give you some cues that we're inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So that gets us to 20. We're also trying to create the muscle memory that when you bend down and pick something up, that's preparing. Inhale and exhale. You're going to protect and strengthen those abs and that pelvic floor, that you exhale when you're picking up something heavy. So just little opportunities to practice that. Okay, next one, I'm going to get this band. In this exercise, you don't need it if you don't have it with you. I'm going to go backwards a little bit so you can see my feet. I'm putting the band around my ankles. And actually, better if the chair is this way. So again, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're just doing slight hip extensions. So 3, 4, 5, 6. You might not want to lock out this left leg. I'm feeling some tension in my knee. 7, 8, sure my counting is all wonky when I'm talking 10. So inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should we be brave and add 10 to each side? Inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, inhale, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going to the other side. Make sure that standing knee is a little bit soft. So inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not a very big motion. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. I think that's 9 and 10. Okay, so standing hip extensions. Take off that elastic. And then we will let's do a standing. This is similar, but we're going the opposite direction now. And so we're going to do a standing one leg balance. Last time when we alternated, this time we're going to stay on one leg. So it's a little more of a balance challenge. Again, you can use the chair or the side of the bed. So we're going to do the same one. So inhale, prepare. Exhale does the work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, lift. 8, 9, 10. Okay, opposite side. So that gives us a little more work instead of alternating. Okay, inhale, prepare. 1, exhale does the work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's kind of shake that out a little bit and go back to the first side. Maybe if the first round you didn't use something to stabilize, maybe with the fatigue of a round, you want to use that. So exhale, 1, exhale, 3, exhale, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Okay, switching sides. And inhale, prepared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 10. Okay, that got our standing leg balance. And then let's add our arm weights. So here we go. Got my 5-pounders. We're gonna do an alternating one for the first round of 10. So we'll do one arm at a time. If you got 1-pounders, 3-pounders, whatever you've got. So again, inhale, prepare. Exhale does the work. 1. We'll count these in pairs this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale does the work. 8, 9, 10. That belly goes goes to the spine when that arm goes out. Then we will do just some bicep curls. So we'll do these together. Inhale, prepare, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That belly's in when the weight is working. Okay, so there's some hand weights. Let's go ahead and rotate that arm. Keep that rotator cuff limber. So go backwards on the other side. And forward. And then one, we'll do this together. I love this like swimming. And backwards is, oh, there we go. Backwards with both arms together, just getting some big circles there. In and out. Limbering up those shoulder blades. Okay, next we've got, oh, let's see. So if you've got, I need to grab, here's one. We did some of our standing leg lifts. So you can use a ribbon, you can use a bathrobe. What's the word I want? I can't think of the word. A bathrobe tie, and put that around the bottom of your foot. And then again, this could be a good balancing one. And just lifting that foot off the ground so you can see what I'm doing. It doesn't need to be that high. If it's even just 1 inch off the ground, we'll just stand here for 30 seconds. Letting that standing leg do the work. You can inhale while you're breathing, but every exhale, add the strength of pulling that navel to the spine to give you stability. So we're building some strength on that standing leg. Then we'll switch. Okay. So whether you're holding on to something, here we go for our 30 seconds. Trying to be tall through the spine, through the crown of the head, navel to spine, pulling up that pelvic floor. One side might be better than the other side for balance. We'll just hold this up, and then we'll use this tie in just a minute. Okay, that hits 30 seconds. So I'm going to put that under my foot again, and this time I'm just going to get a good stretch. Oh, I feel that in the back of my leg, in the back of my calf. Whatever height is good for you, and this one might be better to hold on to something because really we're focused on getting a stretch in that hamstring and the calf. If I flex my foot, that is getting a little more work back there. Your foot might be lower, but where do you feel that stretch in the back? Okay, let's go ahead and switch feet on that. You can hold on and just lift that leg with that tie. Try flexing that foot, pulling those toes before you. Just stay here for about 20 seconds and just really, you might hold that a little farther down on the tie to hold that right. So working two things here, getting a stretch in the hamstring at the back of the leg, but also working on balance. So if you can let that go, but this one we were emphasizing the stretch, so we were holding on. And if you're emphasizing the balance, then maybe that's where you hold it lower, but don't hold on. So you can play with those two things. Okay, let's try we're just gonna do a tapping sequence to finish up with a teeny bit of energy medicine, because it's just so good for our bodies. So we're just gonna take a breath, since we've been working on breathing, and we're tapping right here on the side of the hand where it feels kind of fleshy. So we're just taking one breath here. Inhale. A big loud exhale, ha. Then I'm tapping, I could come closer here, just the inside part of my eyebrow. Now move to the outside of your eyebrow. We're just spending one breath on each. Under the eyes, right on your cheekbones. Going underneath your nose, above your lip. Underneath your bottom lip. I'm tapping here underneath my collarbones, if you can feel a little soft divot before the ribs start. Here on the side of the rib. And then we're going up to the crown of the head. We can just draw a little heart on our face, shake our hands, and that just kind of revives our energy a little bit. So there you go. There's another day.